much for NAMF. Ladies and gentlemen, Ratna.
You're reading them, so you just read them and give it to me.
Yeah. All right. The first certificate is for Arfa Muzaffar. I believe Arfa Muzaffar is not here tonight, so I'll just move on to the second one. But Arfa Muzaffar is a radio talk show host, and I believe Dr. Shahida Khan mentioned her already. Our next certificate goes to Ayub Qureshi. Ayub Qureshi? Another absentee. We will pass this on later. This one goes to Shahida Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, Shahida Khan.
Oh, he's not here. Pass on. Is this? Mohammed Bash, okay. Go on.
Our next volunteer is Mohammed Baksh. He's over here.
Right. He's coming. Mr. Khan, he's here. Yeah.
Our next volunteer is Sajida Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, Sajida Khan.
Stay on this side. No, stay on this side because they all come from here. Okay, his side. Yeah, that's okay. I wanted to send it from here. Sajda.
Same one.
Yeah, no, Sajda.
So ladies,
Is Sajda around? Sajda? Yeah, she's coming.
Mirza Khan. Mirza Khan.
We need to,
Aleem Dar, brother. Aleem Dar. Next one up is brother Mirza Khan.
okay, we need to.
Brother Aleem Dar. Our final volunteer, Azad Khan.
She's coming. That's it.
So that is not brother Azad Khan, but she will be collecting it on his behalf. A big warm of applause for all the volunteers, and Radhika, thank you so much for this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now coming to the close of our program. So I want to thank all of you for being with us here today, for sharing our milestone as a year has passed. 2011 is wrapping up and we're entering 2012. Inshallah, we will now have dinner, and throughout dinner we'll also have a small comedic performance by us for Ali. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and please. Well, okay, actually, sorry about that. We actually have someone else on behalf of Jim presenting certificates. Jim Karagianis. So please bear with me. Dinner is almost coming up, but we will, inshallah, go through these certificates as well. So I'm just going to call out names, and maybe we can have a queue, and we can take pictures, let's say, a little bit later or something like that. So, again, Arfa Muzaffar, not here. Ayub Qureshi, not here. Shahida Khan, again. Dr. Shahida Khan has been very active in the community, and she deserves a lot of certificates. Ahmed Ghazi. All right, so just in the interest of time, whoever received a volunteer certificate, if they can come to the stage, and then we can have pictures, because they're the same, the certificates are being handed out to the same people. So if they can just come to the stage, let's say in the next few minutes while everyone else is having dinner, that would be wonderful. So whoever just received a certificate, please come back to the stage. And for everyone else, that means dinner is served. And I believe you can start making your way towards the buffet. So let's see. How about we make this a little bit more organized? I'll just call out tables. So all those tables on this side, perhaps you can go for dinner first, if that's okay with the rest of you.
Than I am right now. So how about a round of applause for the organizers for tonight's gala? And a round of applause for everyone coming out tonight. Yes. And for not double parking in any spots, because that usually is a big problem at the mosque. I usually get nervous before I perform, but I'm pretty relaxed today. But before I came, for those of you who don't know, who by a round of applause knows Brother Habib Ali? So not many people like him. There was only 2 people clapping here. Can we show more support for Brother Habib Ali? Who likes Brother Habib Ali and all the good work he's doing in your community? He's organizing events like this for you people, for you Muslims to have fun. Because do us Muslims have fun? No, we only attend fundraisers. So tonight we're going to have some fun. That's right. So before I came, Brother Habib Ali posted this message on my Facebook. Who here uses Facebook? No Muslims use Facebook. Perfect. Perfect. So nobody owns a computer here. Does anybody own a computer here? One person that borrows it off their father who works at Best Buy. So Brother Habib Ali wrote, and bro, you got a big gig tonight at NAMF Gala. Making us laugh, so much pain surrounds is true sunnah. So no additional pressure. That's all I'm trying to say. But I'm going to let you tell you a little disclaimer before I actually start trying to tell some jokes here, depending on how many of you are paying attention. And I hope you enjoy the food, even though it's not halal. We can still enjoy it, mashallah. It's still tasty. It is halal. I just wanted to see if some of you were paying attention. That's the only time Muslims pay attention, when someone's like, the food is not halal. Then they're like, yeah? What? Right? Got some of these hijabis' attentions. It's perfect. So I'm going to say a lot of things tonight that make you say mashallah, right? And I'm going to say a lot of things that make you say astaghfirullah, but hopefully a lot more mashallahs than astaghfirullah. Because when you're doing comedy, for Muslims, you make more fatwas than fans, right? There will be some people who are not too pleased with what you have to say. And what I'm trying to say is that if you have a child, right, who maybe wants to practice music or they want to, become an artist, encourage them, right? Let your child do what they want to do. If they have a gift, let them do whatever God has given them. But if they want to do comedy, do not let them. Forbid it, because I don't need any competition. I don't need anyone else doing this job. I'm only here because the other Muslim comedian is all the way around the world and he doesn't want to fly down tonight for 10 minutes of people talking over him. But it will be fun. I'm actually glad that we're doing a fundraising dinner because it's good. We need to raise funds for such important occasions as we had today. And I'm glad that it's not one of our traditional methods that we usually raise money, and that's being locked in a masjid until you have to raise $1.5 million for some mosque that's going to be built, because that's the only time it gets very uncomfortable, because no one is allowed to leave until we hit that target which we are given as people just continue to go get their dinner. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My mom is from India and my dad is from Pakistan. We have any Indians or Pakistanis here in the crowd tonight? Just one, just one table. Are you Pakistani or you're Indian? You're clapping with two hands, so you're confusing me. Are you Indian? Pakistani? Yes, I saw. I can tell you're Pakistani because when I ask if you're Indian, you just shake your head. You were so disappointed. So my dad is from Pakistan. I love my dad. But growing up, my dad was very cheap. I didn't know this because he used to tell me things weren't halal. Every time we would go to the grocery store, I'm like, Dad, can I get that chocolate bar? He's like, no, that's not halal. I'm like, oh, okay. Then every time we buy clothes, I'm like, Dad, can I have this shirt? He's like, it's not halal. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I once went to a toy store. I'm like, there's possibly not one thing this man could say is not halal here. So I picked up a toy helicopter. I'm like, Dad, can I have this? He's like, it's not halal. So I thought being cheap was the same as being halal, right? It confused me my whole life. But my dad, he is a good man. I do love him. He doesn't really encourage me to do comedy because he said to me once, if I wanted you to be a failure, I would have let you home in Pakistan, but I brought you here to Canada to have a future for yourself. I'm like, that's not really a nice way of saying that he doesn't want me to die, right? It's really weird. What's weird is I have a lot of non-Muslims at my work, right? And a lot of non-Muslims always ask you interesting questions, right, about Islam. And I remember once one of my coworkers came up to me and they're like, hey there, Asfar, Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. I'm like, do you mean Eid Mubarak? He's like, yes, Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. I'm like, perfect. He's like, I'm a little confused. How come there's two Eids? I'm like, I only know one Eid that works here, but there's two Eids according to Islam, right? So it's like, well, what's the second Eid all about? Well, I'm like, it's about a sacrifice. He's like, what kind of sacrifice? I'm like, why don't you come over to my house and find out during dinner time? We can all sit down and we can talk about the sacrifice, right? And he got a little nervous. You know, things that make some of my friends nervous is when they come to my house and they hear the azan clock. Does anyone have the azan clock in their house? Round of applause. No one prays namaz here? All right. Okay. Fajr, Zohar, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. Anybody familiar with those? No? Okay. Not this guy. He's just like, I'm just here for the free food. I'm here for the free food, and I hope it's good. All right, Muslims? Because you guys eat your food on time, unlike those Punjabis. I go to Punjabi functions, and they serve it 12 o'clock. And it's free parking. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. You know, it's hard being a Muslim in these times, and it has nothing to do with all the negative type. Yeah, please continue to walk by. I give you permission. I give you permission to walk by graciously. This is like the Hajj walk. This is the sacrifice that we are making. I'm the sacrifices on stage. This is Bakr Eid. Please clear the path. Walk around the stage. Hey, I don't blame you. If there was food, I'd get up right now too. So I find a lot of things hard being Muslim. And one of them is wudu, right? Making wudu and breaking wudu.